Ah, good. You're finally awake, Guildmaster. Oh, must be going on 9 in the morning now. After the incident yesterday evening, we figured to just let you sleep in. Why, you must have hit your head properly. The main chamber caved in yesterday. Nobody was seriously hurt, but you and a couple others took some pretty nice knocks on the head that set us back a bit. Oh, worry not. We kept at it and managed to salvage the passage access, but there are lots of odd sounds and things moving about inside. Could be trouble, so we figured we'd wait for you to come around. You should certainly stop at the expedition supply tent and arm yourself before you go. No telling what could be down there. Oh, and we collected your tools after the accident. They're sitting on the table out here. Grab them, gear up, and have a look in the ruins. Argonel is waiting for you inside.
Ah, wonderful. You're back. We've just managed to clear the rubble of yesterday's cave-in and managed to break the seal on the opposite door as well. Sounds like there's something moving around down there, so I thought it best that we wait for your return. I'm right behind you, Guildmaster. Oh, confound it. Looks like this door is sealed as well. It doesn't have a lock and the doors aren't fused like the others. Oh, looks like there must be some mechanism nearby that opens it. Have a look around and I'll watch the door. Let's unlock it.
Who dares disturb my rest? You can never truly
I suppose. And look, the passage opened back up. Well, after all of that, I'm headed back to camp for a bottle of mead and a lie down. See you back at the guild house, Guildmaster.
Oh, would you look at that? I haven't seen anything quite like that before. I'm sure it will fetch quite a nice price from a buyer. Oh, but come to think of it, Aryan might have interest in it. Oh, the vines. You really need to see a healer about that head of yours. Aryan is the creator of the Museum in Solitude. The same building that the guild is attached to. Well, at any rate, he said he had a proposal to pose to you, so you might see if he's interested in the relic as well. You go on ahead and we'll finish up the excavation here and pack up in a few days. Then we'll be heading over to Orsinium like we had planned. So, good luck to you, Guildmaster. I trust we'll likely not see one another for some time, but I'll send word if we find anything interesting there. And if you'd like a ride over to Whiterun Stables where you can catch a carriage back to Solitude, Farlan is heading that way and could take you.
Heading out soon, Guildmaster. Oh yes, I'm heading over to Whiterun to get more supplies for the journey to Orsinium. If you'd like to tag along, you're welcome to. You could certainly catch a carriage there to take you to Solitude. Very well, let's get underway then.
By Eastmere, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north by the Loria's farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken leg to see him laugh his way out of that.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthgar. But you were gone long.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Good day. I can take you to any... Where do you want to go? Climbing back and we'll be off.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. I've been looking for you.
Ready to go
Got
yet?
something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already knew that.
If you come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Ritter. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
You betrayed
Lock the
us!
city gate.
Traitor! You should tell him that Uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now.
guard you were.
You're all hard.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Toring. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak! There was no murder. Ulfric
Liar.
challenged Thorin. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. Boo!
Very well, Rogver. Bow your head.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Hey, someone had to take it, right?
Pardon me. You look like a fighter. Do you think you can help me out with something? I discovered that a nearby old cave has been reoccupied, and I guarantee those new inhabitants are unlike anything you have come across before. There is a whole pack in there that needs to be destroyed, but there are too many for me to handle on my own. I know that the creatures now living in that cave are very dangerous, and possibly magically possessed. They've been on the loose for a while and have settled now in Skyrim, tearing up any person or creature they see fit. It needs to end, and I need someone who can get things done to help me. What? Yes, because I've been tracking this pack for a bit, as they've been wreaking havoc across Skyrim and all. Now, do you want to help me? I'm sure there will be loot in the cave, and I'll compensate you once we're done. When they're all fully dead. Excellent. Meet me outside Cold Hands Cave as soon as you can.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
Good day to you, Guildmaster. I trust you are faring well. How goes the excavation? Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that. I trust nobody was seriously hurt. That's good to hear. Did Carl inform you I wanted to speak with you? Well, it's a bit of a proposal and a request. We've been cordial neighbors for some time now, the explorers and the museum, that is. And I began to think that it is rather silly that we aren't working more closely with one another. Then Carl told me of the availability of the chief librarian position in your guild, and I thought that I might offer my expertise in that role. In exchange, I was hoping that you and your explorers might be willing to undertake some exploration and excavation of a variety of artifacts, funded by the museum, of course. I have just completed the majority of the renovations to the building and would be ready to open officially if I could find some reliable treasure hunters or mercenaries. I think that you and your people would be eminently qualified. So I was thinking that I become chief librarian for the Explorer Society and you become the relic hunter for the museum. Well, I was thinking more that I would simply safeguard and showcase the things you found, offer you funding and occasional finder's fees, and that way you can access any of the collection you provide at your discretion.
Excellent. Well, let me give you the 10-septum tour then.
This building was once called Magnarian Hall and was built as a temple dedicated to Talos, the patron god of the Nords. After the White Gold Concordat, however, the statue was moved and the temple closed. I came here a few years ago and was able to procure use of the space in the pursuit of establishing this museum. Of course, I have had the building vastly expanded over the last 2 years to accommodate what I hope will become one of the grandest collections of Tamrielic history in the world. This grand atrium I call the Hall of Heroes. It is where a variety of historically significant relics can be displayed, and is quite a striking entrance to the museum, if I do say so myself. Off to the right is the reception hall and staff barracks, as well as the museum office where I do much of my work. To our left, you'll find the central hallway leading to all the other galleries of the museum, which also serves as the cultural arts exhibit. Here, I hope to display a variety of art, as well as elements representing the more primitive cultures here in Skyrim, such as the Falmer, Forsworn, the Giants, and more. Down here on the lower level, you will find access to the East Exhibit Halls, which houses the Daedric Gallery, the Hall of Lost Empires, Hall of Oddities, and the Hall of Legends, which showcase a vast array of relics pertaining to the Daedra, Dwemer, Falmer, and ancient Nordic cultures, as well as a number of peculiar items that defy simple classification. At the close end of this hall, the stairwell will lead to the Hall of Wonders and armories in the basement, and up to the second floor. There you will find access to the Natural Science Gallery, as well as the Dragonborn Hall, where I will commission a variety of displays heralding any of your accomplishments. At the far end of the hallway on both floors, you'll find access to the Grand Library, and here on this floor, the door on the right also connects to the museum office. If you cannot find me in my office, you will almost certainly find me whiling away the hours in the library. Also, you should pick up a copy of the museum guide at the entrance of the museum. It will let you know the schedule of where I'm working should you need to find me, and it will offer you an easier way of navigating the museum, as well as keep track of how many displays our museum has. Of course, it may take me a moment to update those accounts, so check the guide again if you feel the numbers seem off. I'm sure I'll eventually account for everything. Any items you find for display, you can either manually place them yourself, or utilize the prep station in my office, and I'll ensure everything you have gets properly displayed if it has an appropriate place. I'm likely to have a variety of tasks for you, but in between, I'm sure you could help me find a random relic or two I've been researching. Feel free to look around and come find me if you have any questions. I'm very excited about the prospects of where we are headed. Oh, almost forgot. There is a safe house upstairs with all the amenities you could ever want. I don't utilize it much, so you can feel free to. And lastly, I have a few leads for you to get started. First is an artifact I heard is for sale by a general merchant in Helgen named Borgoth. He said he would hold the item for me for a while. So it may be best to retrieve it first. The others, well, the notes will tell you all you need to know about them. You're back. Wonderful. Oh, that is quite a lovely piece, isn't it? I believe it's called Drakensang. Legend tells that the weapon was forged from a talon of the tiger dragon of Karpo Toon. the leader of the cat folk of Arkavir, Toshraka, who allegedly metamorphosized himself into a dragon. Not entirely sure if there is any truth to it or if it's just mythology, but the weapon is a beautiful piece nonetheless. You could display it on the dagger racks in the main hall if you'd like. And here's a finder's fee to help you fund your next expedition.
Greetings. Oh yes, I have in fact been researching the location of an artifact of interest. If you have the time, you could investigate it. I'll mark the location on your map. Let me know if you uncover anything.
Farewell. Good to see you again.
Well, here in the Hall of Heroes is where you should place any artifact of magical or historical nature. The Daedric Gallery, of course, is where anything related to the Daedra should go. And the Hall of Lost Empires is where you should display any and all items of Dwemer or Falmer nature. The armories you can display as you see fit. Lastly, the Gallery of Natural Science. If you bring some samples of flora and fauna, you can build fauna displays and plant the flora. This central area is called the Hall of Heroes, and it's where I've designed display space for relics of a powerful magic nature and or historical significance. I've done a great deal of research about the artifacts of Tamriel at large, and created displays for a variety of relics, should you happen upon them in your travels. Like I mentioned, it seems many unlikely relics are gravitating here, and you may happen across them. Well, the most obvious reason for many relics to be appearing here in Skyrim is of course the refugees from Morrowind, coming here by way of Solstheim. After the Red Mountain erupted in the 4th Era Year 5, called the Red Year, most of Vardenfell was evacuated, and the relics from the Museum of Mournhold were lost, hidden, looted, and more.
Beyond that, I have observed that throughout history, a variety of prominent artifacts have always seemed to be the key players during times of great change, when great heroes would arise to overcome terrible events and rise to greatness in fulfillment of prophecy or destiny. The coming of the Nerevarine and the Eternal Champion are perfect examples of this.
See you around.
Farewell. Oh, you're here.
Very simple. You keep doing what you're doing and stop in here from time to time if you find anything interesting. Have a look around and find the spot to display it. In addition to displaying the spoils of your adventures, I will commission and build exhibits based on those exploits. Anything of relevant consequence can be inspiring to the people.
Farewell.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Impressive headgear. Got a kind of new green tunic, pointy hat, master sword. Where is that file? Ugh, that is the last time I'm riding the Chocobo. Damn thing messed my files up. Or did I leave them in the airship? Wait, that can't be. Oh, hello. Phew, thank God you're not a small fairy. Yeah. Don't mind that. Wait, you're the Dragonborn, right? Oh, shoot, didn't reach that point yet, shoot. That's okay. It'll be remedied later anyways. So, could I follow you for a while? It would make my recording so much more, I mean, your adventures so much more easier. And fun. Can't promise the first part, though. My name is, Recorder. Yeah, Recorder. No, it's not. But I can't really tell you my name. That would be going against protocol and... it's complicated. But for now, you can just call me Recorder. Or Record, for short. Nice to meet you, Dragonborn. I'm sure we'll have lots of fun stories to tell when this is all over. Alright, introduction's done. So, let's get to adventuring. Alright, we'll talk later then. Did you feel that? It feels hungry. By the way, isn't it time for dinner yet?
You're that visitor been poking around.
Wait, so a costume? You're not serious.
Sure I am. We got some furs and tree branches, paint them white, and then tie them to stumps. Instant.
even think about it.
Maybe I should have invested in a bag. It's hard to fight with all these Yeah, sorry, but you're not worth it to put in my record, so goodbye. Rest in pieces. It'll be easier for the skeevers to crit. Your mess. I'm starting to see a trend of heroes who love to run and fight in the rain. Why is that?